Oh, everyone. Welcome to Thoughts, Talks, and TF2. My name is MrScaryMuffin, and this video is a pickup game. I was playing Engineer for a Highlander match on Upwards, and this is just the defense round. I will show you the office round in the next video. There has been a TF2 update recently, and they introduced 3 new items, one for the engineer, one for the medic, and one for the demo. I will probably go over those new stuff in the new year with some footage. Maybe I'll get some time to record something and I get some time to try to actually get the items myself first. Anyways, it's that time of year right now, and no matter what kind of religion or holiday that you celebrate, I hope that you guys are bonding and sharing and having a generally good time with the winter season. So this is my gift guide kind of thing. I actually have kind of a philosophy a lot of times on what I use. I have a philosophy that I use when I pick gifts out for people, and up until recently, like I would say a couple weeks ago, I would say that money is the big shell. I really agree that giving money to people, just straight up money, straight up cash, not gift cards or anything, I feel that that is one of the best gifts that you can give people, namely because in this day and age, people, if they want something, they would already get it, and it's really hard, it's even harder now to shop for people because people aren't shy about helping themselves to things. It's one of those things. Oh, and I just picked up the sentry. Don't you hate it when you're using the Wrangler and you try to shoot a missile and you accidentally pick up the sentry? Anyways, so yeah, money is still good, but I've kind of expanded on the thought now, and I really feel that the gift that you give the person depends on the age of the person, and also depends on inspiration, because every now and then we'll see something or we'll get an idea in our head and we'll be like, that would make such a good gift. And you're right, if you ever feel that way about anything, like, I don't know, you see a toy or they'll say something like they really like something, then by all means, yeah, help them and get that stuff. And if you can't remember it, like you find that you have a hard time remembering things, write it down, because just like a lot of people with great ideas, they tend to forget these inspirations. So be sure to write that stuff down. Anyways, here's a general guide on gifts based on age. We start with infants and young kids, like toddlers and stuff like that. I like to give them board games and creative toys. You obviously can't give these people cash, because an infant wouldn't know what to do with the cash. Parents will like, oh, thanks for the cash, we'll just put it away, kind of thing, into the bank. But I really hate giving kids toys that they can only play in one way. If you give them, I don't know, I can't think of a real good example. Like if you give them like the Bop It game or something like that, they can only play that in one way. If you give them like a Barbie doll, they really can only play it with one way. They don't get to use their creativity, use their imagination for that, and it doesn't really help them build their character and improve as a person. I like giving them board games, especially if they have siblings, so then they can play. And I mean, your regular old board games are fine too, stuff like from Hasbro and such, but especially I do like Euro board games that are designed for kids as well. And creative toys, for the most part, Lego and Mega Bloks are probably the best thing ever that you can give kids. I really think that those things really help kids build up imagination and help them later on in life, kind of stuff, get them started. My sister recently gave one of my cousin's kids a stuffed animal, or a plushie, I suppose, and it was a sock monkey. And if a kid doesn't actually have one of those things, then that's a great gift to give them, because it's a great gift to give them because they'll carry that kind of stuff around with them. Like, people always remember their first, and it applies to the stuffed animals as well, I feel. Anyways, at least that was the case for my sister, and I hope that's the case for my cousin's kid here, because then it'll make my sister really happy. And she was like, I got first. I got to give him this really great stuffed animal. Anyways, moving on. Teens and preteens and even young adults, I suppose, there's nothing more that they want than money. This is especially the age where if they want it, they were to get it kind of stuff definitely applies. If they want it, they would have already got it. If you want to help them get their next big thing, just give them money, because I know for the most part we're not going to drop like $200 and give it to them so that they can yeah, like oh yeah, I want an iPad mini. Like, well, I'm not gonna get you an iPad mini, but I'll give you $50 towards your iPad mini. That kind of thing. Like that's perfectly fine. And really, I bet you they would love freaking water. Not water. They'll love freaking money. I'm watching the video here, and the soldier's on fire, and I'm getting a little bit distracted here. And again, this time around, I didn't have a script. I'm just rambling on. I do have little points, so keeping my thoughts in order. Anyways, people do have kind of an issue with giving money. Sometimes they feel, especially Western people, they feel that, oh, you're not putting a lot of thought into it, etc., etc. Well, it's hard sometimes, right? Like, you can think and think and think, but you still can't come up with a good gift, right? It's understandable. And you know what? For this age, the teens and the young adults, they appreciate the money. Like, I know for myself, my wife and I, when we got married, for our wedding registry, we're like, just give us money, please. We did have a wedding registry as well for people who want to give us practical things, but at this age, no one really likes practical things. They appreciate it, right? But money is gold. Money is king, as they say, right? And I guess for the Chinese, it's not really that big of an issue, because we have like red envelopes and all that kind of stuff. We're used to giving money already, and is accepted in the culture. And really, the Chinese understand that money is king. So, but yeah, if you want to give like a practical gift, right? Don't go and give them something that they won't use that often, right? Give them something that they will use frequently, or frequent-ish, which is really what you really want to do. And it will be stuff that they'll make them think about you a lot more often. And like I said, it depends on inspiration and stuff like that, but I know that like really, really awesome gifts, obviously, are the kind that like the golden gift, like the perfect gift, are things that people desire but would never really buy for themselves, even if you give them money, right? Even if you give them money, they wouldn't buy it for themselves, right? And this kind of thought came back to me recently, and I'll talk a little bit about it, but it comes from, it was an advice that one of my coworker gave to me like years ago, and I kind of forgot about it. But basically, he told me that he likes to buy MAC makeup for girls, and this is back like when he was 20 or something like that, right? He likes to buy MAC makeup for girls, and he told me like that's because girls really like MAC makeup, but they will never drop like $20 on mascara. It's just way too expensive. And basically, you want to get stuff that people desire, but they would never ever really buy for themselves. So MAC makeup for girls, sure. And you may notice in this video, it's a little bit special because it is the first video with no watermark. Take a look at the bottom right. It has my muffin watermark, but it doesn't have the XSplit watermark. Major thanks to Shangzilla, who gave me the gift that will probably keep on giving, and he bought me basically an XSplit premium account, which boggles the mind. I was like, I can't tell you how much I love this gift, because I like XSplit, yeah, but I can never justify myself that I would buy a premium account, because I'm getting by fine with just this, and it was like a $50-$60 drop. It was like, oh man, it just got me right there in the heartstrings. And so, like, these are really great gifts, and people will remember these kinds of stuff, but you can't always expect to be able to find something like this, and people don't really expect you either to find it. If you do, write it down, remember it. When it comes to the time to get them a gift, then do it. if you don't have something and you have no inspiration at that time, that's fine too. Just give them money, really. It's fine. Moving on to over the hill people and grandparents, they'll like sentimental stuff. They'll like practical stuff even. The fact that you remember to give them a gift a lot of times is like big, crucial. And you know, it's easier to give them things that they'll want to use because a lot of time we give them technology. Like I gave my parents an iPad, a computer, etc. And it's great because I know how to pick stuff out for them, and I offer to teach them how to use it. And my mom freaking loves her iPad. She uses it all the time, and I know she really appreciates that gift. It's just great. But I do know what they want the most is a grandchild. Sorry, Mom, you have to wait. Anyways, most of us is at that young adult or teen phase of life. So remember, don't fret. If you can't think of a gift, money is king. Money is always appreciated. And don't be cute and get gift cards or prepaid credit cards and stuff like that. That nobody really likes those kinds of things. They like the money, right? You try to make yourself feel better by saying, well, at least I put some thought in it and got them a gift card. No, just don't. If you want to not give straight up money, maybe try PayPal or like some form of internet cash, because people don't always like using their credit cards for online purchases, but that's one of the rare times, and it can really be anything. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. Happy holidays, everyone. Stay safe and enjoy your break. I'll be back next week again, of course, with another video, the second half of this match, and it'll be us on defense, no, offense. Until then, guys, take care and have a nice day. Ciao.
It's a pretty good time.